NUS stands for National University of Singapore, and I have chosen this. Well, at the beginning it was kind of a difficult choice because there's really too many, or not too many, but because they have many partner universities in every country, basically. So I really wanted to go to Asia to see this part of the world, to see how things are done there. What caught my attention was NUS, because it's a really good university. It has really good academic records, and it was on many international rankings, listed between the top 10, between the top 20 for many years. So I thought this was a great opportunity to see how the university is here. So this also had a lot to do with my decision, and but there was also some side benefits that are great in Singapore. For example, it is a hub of transportation. So from Singapore you can get to visit and to explore the area, Southeast Asia, very easily also. So of course, besides this really strong academical reason, the possibility to complement it with exploring different cultures in the area made this a really attractive option. So in the end, that's why I chose NUS. After I was told that I was going to NUS, of course we all stay in contact with the IRO, which helped me a lot, and it's actually a really straightforward procedure because I had sort of the bad experience of coming from Argentina here, and so I had to do a lot of things on my own. So maybe the students from here don't appreciate, or probably they appreciate, but they cannot see how good the things are done and how smooth we can do this transition between a home university and a partner university, or like our host university. It's really easy. It's just like some paperwork. We have a lot of information on internet. We have different resources, like for example study reports from students that have been studying there, so you can see how it was like and what do you need to adapt quickly. Besides this, you have you can contact the IRO, of course. There's the new blog, which I also participated in which students on the different continents talk about their experience on a regular basis. So that's also another really nice and updated source of information. The procedure was really straightforward, and that's something I really appreciate from both sides. From Singapore also, the packages, they send you some packages, you have to complete some forms, and then everything is done really quickly. NUS was in some ways very similar to Maastricht in the way that the facilities are excellent. And from the accommodation, we were living on a campus there, like most of the people who get lucky to get a place in the campus stay there, and we have everything we need there. So the residencies and the sport facilities, the classrooms, the library, everything is within walking range, and there's like also some free buses or like shuttles that go in both directions that students can take to go to classes or to come back. So all your life if you want, can be inside there. So it's very comfortable, and also the level is very good. Academically speaking, it's very good. The Asian students, I must say, they're really hard-working, and there's a lot of competition between them, especially because of the grading system they have there. But that was just fine. I mean, I think anyone coming from Maastricht University is more than well prepared for it, and so it was not like such a shock of the level. It was just like, yes, we are used to this. And one thing that I really like here is that you work in groups. Here is maybe I don't know, more than 60, more than 70% of the course is a project which you will do with your teammates, and you have to learn how to work with them. And this is quite challenging sometimes, because we have, besides the diversity of people that we are from different countries, because there was a lot of not only exchange students from the Western world, like I don't know, Europe and American stuff, but also a lot of different students from different parts of Asia. So besides these cultural differences, the nationalities, and we also had the challenge of working within groups of students from different studies. For example, one group that I had, which was very, very interesting, was with one guy from India who was studying engineering. He was very, very straightforward and very proactive, which I think it was kind of related to his culture. Then we have a guy from Malaysia. He was studying IT. He had some brilliant ideas, but on the other side, he had a lot of problem communicating these ideas, and there was always a problem on the discussion with him. A guy from Korea, who also had some good ideas, and he was very hardworking. The problem is that he never gets to the point. He always goes around. I also think this is very related to the culture. So this makes that sometimes we have to stay till really, really long hours, like 6 a.m. on the canteen, which never closed, so that was great. Working on these projects because he tried to explain too much. There was a Chinese guy who was also studying engineering, and he had some really good leadership skills. So he was kind of like the mediator between the Indian guy and the Malay guy, who were constantly fighting because there were like these miscommunications. But that's part of the learning process on how to work on a very diverse group. And I mean, it was a great group, and this was one of the best experiences, or one of the most valuable things that I take from this exchange. Okay, and of course there's when you do an exchange, there's not only the academical part, but also the cultural part, and I think this is very, very important. You learn how to deal with this new environment, how to adapt to this new environment, and you learn a lot about these different places, different cultures, different people, and this happens for certain in Singapore. They have already within the local population a huge diversity between Chinese, a big group of Chinese people, Malay and Indian. So this already tells you a little bit about that they know how to deal with diversity. But also being located so centrally in the part of Southeast Asia and having such good connections, this allowed me and all the exchange students to explore the area. So at the beginning we were really excited. We went to Malaysia, we went to Thailand, we went to Indonesia. So from the cultural point of view, Singapore was just I think the best I could choose. When the exchange was coming to an end, making so many friends within the university, which were from many different countries, I started getting all these invitations from people from different countries. Okay, you have to come, you have to see my country, I will show you around. So in the end I decided not to go directly back home, but to make kind of a loop, so I could visit these friends in these countries, shown by a local, shown by a person who is living there, how things are done there and how people live, and see it firsthand, not from a book or anything. So it was in the end kind of like a bigger loop than I was expecting, but it was definitely worth it. And in every place I went, I had someone who I met either in Singapore, in the NUS, or in Maastricht, who were there. So I mean, this wouldn't have been possible if I wouldn't have come.